foreigners who had some kind of contribution to the country, or a nickname of the street. For example, Silver Street because silver makers will live there, and Bread Square because bread makers will live there. Makes sense. And the street that we're walking on right now is called Vertskhlis Kucha, aka Silver Street. Right now, follow me. Let's go this way.
How do you say Georgia in your language?
Follow me. Allowed to touch the facades. You can do whatever you want from the inside, renovate however you want, but if you want to change the outside of the house, you have to have government's permission, money of course, and you have to fit into the old town style. These criteria need to be met. This usually takes years, so people wait for government to take over because government has this project called New Life to Old Town, which aims to take a couple of houses and renovate it for free. So basically what they do, they give you rent money, they fix your house, meanwhile you live somewhere else, and then you come back to the fixed house. Nice, right? Yeah. But there's a catch, of course. This usually happens before elections. Yeah. Elections are coming up. Maybe they'll renovate my house. Who knows? I also have a house in Old Town. So that's the story with the houses here. And a house that takes priority if it can be seen from the street, or if it's about to fall off, or if you have like connections to the government. And most houses here are at least 200 years old. And the way to differentiate the age of the house, the thinner bricks are the oldest, like the house behind me. This house is also not renovated, and the house left side of me, that one, that's renovated. As you can see, you have to fit into the old town style. And basically, the structure of the old city was structured before we had cars, obviously. And the structure hasn't changed. So till this day, for two cars to pass by together, it's still very hard because it's so tiny, so narrow. Yeah. Right now, let's go this way and see the oldest house in the old city. Let's go. This is the oldest house in the old city, and they renovated the part of it. So sometimes when I bring people here, they don't believe it's the oldest house, but it is. They had to renovate this part because it was really, really bad condition. But they're not renovating the whole thing yet because they want to preserve as much as they can. It's almost 300 years old and it has a story, like many houses in Tbilisi. The first used to belong to one person, an Armenian merchant, and this was a gift to his Georgian lover. Pretty nice gift. And first floor was used for animals, like horses and stuff. Second for guests, and third for residents, because it has the best view. This part over here used to be a kitchen. Right now they're renting it out. And the thing is, this was a lifestyle of those times. This type of house used to belong to one person, but everything changed during Soviet Union because during Soviet Union, they had this project called communal spaces, aka kommunalas. So what they would do, they would confiscate a person's property, kick them out, and squeeze as many families inside as they could. At least 16 families would live in this type of house. They would share kitchen, bathroom, and that's how people lived back then. Of course, nowadays apartments are divided. People do not share kitchen and bathroom anymore. But they kept one common space, and that is balconies. And balconies where everything happens. And this is a typical Tbilisian courtyard. And when we're talking about Tbilisian courtyard, it's not just architecture, because the arches, the color, that's a Persian influence actually. It's a lifestyle. It's how people live here. So balconies where everything happens. People share news, they gossip, they celebrate birthdays, Christmas, New Year. There was once a wedding here and our tour got canceled because we got invited in, but nobody complained. It was great. So lots of stuff happens here. And we have this cute tradition, like in many other cultures as well. When you're baking something sweet, for example, and you take it to your neighbor, when it's time to return the plate, neighbor cannot return the empty plate. So they put something in there, and then you put something, and they put something, and it goes on and on and on and on. Never ends. So this is great place to be if you are a social person or if you have kids. This is great. But if you are an anti-social person, this is horrible. Okay, this is horrible. Because everyone knows everyone and you do not get much privacy here. That's what I'm trying to say. If you want the privacy, you've got to live into the newer parts of Tbilisi with the 4 building blocks, but you're going to get privacy there. Here, you got to socialize. That's how it is. So, this house also has a really easy nickname to guess. Can you guess? No? What else? It's really easy. Sky. No? Okay, do not think too much. It's easy. You just see it.
Little house.
Yes. Little house, yes. Easy peasy. So, you can take pictures if you want. There's also tap water over there. I just want to mention that we have lots of water, mineral water in Georgia. We export it to other countries as well, so to drink tap water here, it's safe. So that building with the glass rooftop on a hill used to be a presidential residence. Right now it's a ceremonial palace. It has a glass rooftop though, and it's very important to mention because when we got our independence back in 1991, people were corrupt, police was corrupt, and to get mugged twice a day here, that was normal. That was everyday life. But of course we wanted to change our situation. So in 2003 we had a bloodless revolution called Rose Revolution, and we fired every single policeman in one day. We didn't have police for a couple of months. Once we changed our situation, we're not that corrupt anymore. Compared to that, it's not today. And to show off our transparency, we had an architectural wave in 2010, made everything with glass. Like houses, bridges, police stations even. So, if you're gonna see a big glass building in Tbilisi most of the time from 2010, showing off the transparency. That's the idea. And kind of a funny story with this one. Similar looking building to Bundestag in Germany. And they had the photos of this building on their website for a couple of weeks. I don't know. Maybe someone's chosen. And okay, behind me there is a clock tower. Well, what do you think? Is it old or new? New? Well, you're partially right. So, the guy who built this tower is a Georgian artist, a puppet master named Rezo Gavriadze. And he built this tower with old materials, and he finished this building in 2010. Okay, and the tower has tiny secrets, which I'm going to share with you. At first, something comes out from the top, and every full hour. I'm not going to spoil it. We're going to witness it really soon. And at 12 and 7 p.m., the middle brown part opens, and there's a 2-minute puppet show called Circle of Light. So at 12 or 7 you're nearby, check that out as well. And the tower itself is not straight, right? It's kind of zigzag. Well, journalists asked Rezo Gavriadze, why did you make it this way? Why didn't you make it straight? He had a really heartwarming answer, in my opinion. He said, a person's life never goes straight. Sometimes it goes left, sometimes it goes right, but you always have one person who is with you and supports you on your journey, and that is represented by that metal bar on the side. It doesn't really need it, it's just for the symbolism. I thought that was cute. Also, this clock tower has a tiny clock on it. So a little quest for you. Go nearby and find this tiny clock. Take pictures if you want, but by 1 p.m. come back here and look up so you can witness something coming out from the top. Okay?
Давид тут насмотрелся на эти часы.
Нет, он еще не видел. Часы что-то час, что-то раз в день.
So it rings once because it's one. People have legend for it. People say when Persians were walking by, they saw the gate. And if you take a look at the gate, it's not Christian style, right? It's kind of Islamic style. So they thought this was a mosque and they didn't destroy it. That's what legend says. But that legend has one flaw because you can see Jesus' face from there, straight up. So we don't really know why the church was not destroyed, but we're really glad it was not. If you guys want to see, after the tour, insides of our Orthodox churches, you can do so. The only thing you gotta do, women have to cover their head with a hat or a scarf. Scarves are provided inside or outside the church. And men have to take off their hats. Okay, it's the deal with the hats here. Yes. So that's it. Otherwise, do not worry about clothing that much. Priest is not gonna come after you with a cross or anything. Okay, these are very touristical areas. You're also gonna see lots of Orthodox churches on the way as well. And before we enter, we do the crossing 3 times, 3 fingers together. So top, bottom, right, left. 3 times. That's how you do it. To the right, yeah. Top, bottom, right, left. Or and when we come out of the church same, that's what we do. Or when we see the church anytime where we are outside. That's what we do, usually. If a person is religious. Yeah. First floor, they will do trading, exchange your stuff, your culture. Second floor, whatever rights, like hotels. And the park that we saw, the glass bridge was built on, it was a parking space, but not for cars, for camels. There was a camel parking space over there. Yeah. Right now, we're gonna go this way. In front of Museum Karawaslai, we're gonna have a little break. And underneath that museum, underground, we have wine museum as well. So if you like that, after the tour, you can check it out. But for now, let's go this way, have a little break.
Продолжается пешеходный тур с гидом местным. Free walking tours. Тбилиси. Идем в сторону серных бань.
Замерили мощь. Мощь 2,28. Теперь добавьте туда область костей, жировую, мышечную прослойку. Вот две прослойки.
उसके हर चीज लेनी पड़ेगी
Mosque over here. Of course, we have Orthodox Church in the city, Catholic, Gregorian. We have a synagogue and mosque over here. I just want to mention that Tbilisi was always multicultural, multi-religious city since it was founded, since 5th century. Okay, right now, let's go this way to the sulfur bath area. Let's go. Here it's a botanical street.
Yeah.
он вроде бы сильный кот, но ну ладно.
क्या आया जवाब?
Сейчас там расскажут про серные бани.
Houses. And I'm going to tell you how to enjoy the bath with exciting things. And first, I want to mention the statue behind you. So, how the city was founded, the legend, falcon sitting on top of the pheasant. So, that's the statue. And basically, in bathhouses here, we have public and private bathhouses. In public, men and women are separated. In private, you do not pay per person, you pay for the size of the room. Depends on the size of the room. And when you go in there, you do not have to take towels with you. They are provided. Yes, yes. Somebody pet him, please. Okay, so remember, take off the jewelry because it will have a chemical reaction. It will go darker. And also, basically, we locals go there naked, but you can take swimsuits. Remember, it will pick up the sulfur smell. And I'm gonna be honest here, it doesn't smell like Coco Chanel number 5, okay? It smells like rotten egg because it's natural sulfur waters. The water level, water quality here is the same in every bathhouse. And the most fanciest, most expensive bathhouse here is that blue one over there. Yes, kind of looks like a mosque, but no, it's a bathhouse. Yeah, it's a bathhouse, yeah. Blue, it's called Lurgia, but no, Lurgi in Georgian means blue. Okay, yeah. So, where we locals go to is called Bulos Thermal Spa. You see white sun on the wall? Yeah, that's the one. Bulo is a local woman, very nice lady, so that's where we go to. So if you want to be the fanciest, go to the blue one. If you want to be like local, go to the public one. Behind this one, it's called number 5. That's the public one. You're gonna get used to the sulfur smell, maximum 5 or 10 minutes, I promise you. And you can also add scrubbing massage if you want. But when you hear word massage, you think it's something relaxing and stuff. Not this time, because the scrubber, we call this person here mekise. It's gonna scrub you. And first layer of your skin is gonna come off, but after that, your skin will feel like a baby skin. So what happens is you go to the bath, you come out, 15 minutes they scrub you, then you go back to the bath. The whole experience is 1 hour, and it's an hour, trust me. Also, I wanted to tell you a story about this area, of course. Well, Tbilisi was destroyed 27 times, but this place only once, because Persian king Aga Mahmad Khan came here. He heard that Tbilisi waters had healing abilities. This guy was actually castrated, so I guess he thought he would come here, take the bath, and he would go back. Well, guess what happened? He came here, took the bath, nothing happened, and he got pissed and destroyed the place. Yes, only once the place was destroyed. Otherwise, people love to come here even after the battles to wash off the blood and chit-chats. So, was a popular place, still is amongst the tourists and locals. We locals go here at least once a month. So it's very popular here as well. So if you decide to take the bath, book beforehand because it's always like this.